Hey, you all. This is a wild week. These readings are like off the charts. The last one's like glitching, so hopefully this one can handle it. Welcome to Soulpath. Welcome to video 3 for card 3. And if this card's like any of the other ones, you're going to see me go off in this whole energetic tangent. But the energy this week is nutty, you guys. March 14th, here's a card. Let me show it to you. Okay. We're going to do the Seven of Cups. We'll dump into it and jump into it after I discuss the astro weather because we have this full moon eclipse happening on March 14th. This is it's just revealing to you what needs. Oh, it's actually perfect because this is about illusions. Okay. So the Seven of Cups is about learning and teaching you to discern the difference between wild imagination that is true, that's connected to something so much deeper, so much bigger, so much more magic, like real magic, versus actual flights of fancy bullshit. And I think we can all agree right now, globally, so much of the fantasy, so much of the lies and the like bullshittery on levels that have just like epic mountains of bullshit, right, are revealing themselves. And in that, there's this invitation to like, okay, so everything we thought was solid and tangible and real and logical and trustworthy isn't. So maybe that part in me that I tapped into, I'm going to invite you into maybe 2006, oh 07, oh 08, that maybe something around that time, something happened that you tapped into this beautiful glimpse into a future where people loved each other, where we were no longer seeing one another as separate, where there was such a deep felt sense of unity that it just went without saying to share resources in a regenerative and in an equitable way, that there wouldn't be starving billionaires, energetically starving billionaires, no matter how many resources they just, you know, they're starving all the time, right? Because you're filling the wrong thing. And so this is what needs are you filling erroneously? There's this invitation with the Seven of Cups, like become connected to your truth, to your heart, to your love, to the more beautiful place your heart knows is possible. There's a truth in there. There's a part of you that never left home. There's a part of you that's like still tuned to it. And the invitation with this card is can you close your eyes and stop looking around at the physical world that is revealing itself to be this chaotic, disastrous bullshit mess anyways right now, right? I mean, for most of us, it's like that's what's there. And so this is like let that go and just like come in to your center. Come into the part of you that knows what is actually true, and it sees with eyes that aren't here, and it hears with ears that aren't here, and it senses with something other than your fingers. It senses with something that is connected to a truth that is unwobbly, unwavering, and so certain, and yet it's invisible. Some people might want to call it an illusion. Some people might want to tell you that you are crazy, but when you can connect to that still point where all the wobble stops and you just come into this deep, still resonance of certainty. That's what this card is inviting you into. Whatever practices that you need to cultivate, that you can quiet the storm externally and arrive for that place internally that knows where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing, who you're supposed to be with, what you're supposed to be saying, what you're supposed to be doing with your life, because it's deeply connected to something greater. Align with that. Surround yourself with people that they themselves frequently align with that they hold that tone like a tuning fork. I heard this metaphor. I'm like, oh, I love it. It's a tuning fork for truth, for love, for unity, for a reuniting of that which has been separated. It's time to come back. And this is what is so powerful right now about the astrology in March is Pieces are shifting, they're moving, they're coming together. We're coming together in perfect union if you let it. So let it. Use your true inner discernment rather than an external idea about what's right and what's wrong, about what's true and what's untrue, about who to follow, who to listen to, who's. It's your turn to hear your inner guidance. It's the only thing that's going to steer you correctly. So trust it. If you want a container where we can help you attune to that, I'm here for you. I'm here for that. I want every single one of us to figure out how to align with that and take action from that place, from love, not for love, from love. You are love. You can access this, radiate it, be it. Every word that comes from your mouth emanates from this light of love. If that seems really far right now, if that seems a million miles away, let's set up a package. Let's work your way back to the center because you need to be there. That's where it's all happening. It's happening in this present moment in your center that is attuned to that unconditional love. So let's get there together. I hope that this landed. I love you. I love this ride. It is freaking crazy and spicy and crunchy. And I'm telling you, I just know it in the marrow of my bones. It's so worth every freaking minute of it. So let's lean in together and let's allow the shift that wants to change to change. Allow this evolutionary impulse that's within you, like, oh, let's tap into it and allow it to blossom as it's meant to. Okay. Love you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe listen to the other videos because they're pretty epic. Bye.